Moving on with the next tefillah, Be'ez Hashem, Elokei Neshomo. As we said yesterday, that Be'etzem goes together with Moeda'ani, because it is an expression of the Rabbeinu Shalom giving back our Neshama that was deposited during the night. And in fact, the Gemara says that we should begin with Elokei Neshomo, but since as Hashem's name in it, therefore we do it after washing Negel Vasa and being dressed for Chole V'Chole. So, Elokei Neshomo Shenasata Bi Tahirihi. Now it's interesting, obviously the translation, Elokei Neshomo, the Rabbeinu Shalom, my Rabbeinu Shalom, Elokei, my Hashem, Neshama Shenasata Bi, the Neshama that you gave to me, that you placed inside me, Tahirihi, is pure. So the Gemara in Brachas Daf Yud tells us that there are 5 similarities between the Rabbeinu Shalom and our Neshama. 5 similarities between the Rabbeinu Shalom and our personal Neshama. What are those similarities? So the Gemara says, number 1, the Rabbeinu Shalom fills the whole universe and our Neshama fills our body. Number 2, both Hashem and the Neshama see everything but cannot be seen by human beings. Number 3, the Rabbeinu Shalom sustains everything. The Neshama also sustains the body. Number 4, both Hashem and our Neshama are pure. And number 5, both Hashem and our Neshama reside in hidden chambers. That's what the Gemara tells us. And when we're talking about our Neshama, we're talking about a Neshama that is a chelek elokam mimal. It comes from the Kisei HaKavod, comes from the holiest and most purest place as well. The Maharsha tells us, Maharsha and Chedusha HaGodus in Brachas Daf Samach tells us that when we ever use the word Neshama, there are 3 parts to the Neshama. There's Nefesh, there's Ruach, and there's Neshama. Now, the 3 terms we use in Elokei Neshama in this tefillah, which we'll go to in a minute, correspond to these 3 segments. That is, Ata Barasa, you created it, right? And that comes from the pasuk in Bereshis, Vayivra Elokim es Adam, the Rebbeinu Shalom created man. Number 2, Ata Yitzarta, you fashioned it, right? It's the Ruach, Vayitzar Hashem Elokim es Adam, you formed man. And number 3, Ata Nefachta Bi, you breathed in inside me, which corresponds to the Neshama, which controls the thought process of a person, and that goes to the Lashon that we have a Yipach Ba'apov Nishmas Chaim. So we have all 3 parts over here. So Elokei Neshama Shenasata Bi. It's interesting, Rav Shem Shua brings down that the wording of the bracha is in singular, which is interesting, and that we are referring to our Neshama. Elokei Neshama Shenasata Bi, we're talking about our unique Neshama. Every single one of us was given a unique Neshama, a Neshama that is individual, a Neshama that is not like anyone else's. It is only our Neshama, and it's that Neshama that we are referring to over here, and we know it's Tahirihi, it's pure. That means that however far we have sunk, whatever we've done, whatever we've seen, whatever we've said, whatever we've done, automatically our neshama remains pure. We always have to remember that. Yes, we may have a few layers on top of the neshama, but we have to remember, and that's a beautiful thing to begin the day with, and the tefillah with, and shachos with. Neshama shenasata bi, that neshama, my personal individual neshama, tahirihi, is 100% pure, always will be pure, always was pure, and nothing that I can do to make it not pure in that case, which is why it's so important to remember that way. Right, and we said Ata Barasa, Ata Yitzarta, Nefachta Bi, V'Ata Mishamra B'Kirbi, right, and you keep it inside me, which means the neshama basically could escape at any time. Nevertheless, you keep me alive by allowing my neshama to stay within my guf for as long as you, the Rabbeinu Shalom, see fit. V'Ata Osa Asid Litla Mimeni, and you may take that away from me. Now, even though we say that every day, but we don't get scared. We're not upset and we're not scared by saying V'ata osid litlo mimeni, and you may take it away from me. Why? Because we know ulachzira bi la'osid lavai. Because la'osid lavai, obviously referring to tchias hamesim, you're going to return it to me, and we refer over here to tchias hamesim, which is obviously a mitzvah. The Rambam says is one of the Yud Gimel Ikrim. It's one of the 13 principles of faith that a Yid has to believe every single day. Because man shanashama bekirbi, as long as the neshama is within me, moida anina fanech, I'm giving thanks to you, Hashem Elokei, my Hashem, Elokei Avosai, and the Hashem of all my forefathers. Rebbein Kalamasim. We also are taking the understanding that the Rebbeinu Shalom creates everything, made everything, is constantly bashkocha protis at everything. Adon kol neshamas. You're also the Rebbeinu Shalom of all the neshamas that ever existed from the beginning of time till the end of time. Baruch atah Hashem, hamachzeh neshamas tifgarim mesim. And again, obviously, we're referring over here to Tchias Tchias HaMeisim, our belief and our emunah that the Rabbeinu Shalom, even though may take our neshama at any time, that pure neshama that we're in this world in order to work on, to purify even more, to be mesaken from all the midas that we have to be mesaken in this world, if it ever gets taken away, we are being moided to the Rabbeinu Shalom that He will give it back. Hamachse neshamas tifgorim meisim. You, Rabbeinu Shalom, you are the one that returns the neshamas back to the bodies that are dead. That's tchias hameisim. With this, we should have and instill within us our daily dose of emunah in tchias hameisim. A yid doesn't believe in tchias hameisim, he's a kaifa. Therefore, we believe, Rabbeinu Shalom, you can do tchias hameisim, and we're going to take that neshama. We appreciate that we got it. We're going to do with it whatever we can today to the best of our ability, and the Rabbeinu Shalom will give us the Siyata D'Shmai. Mitzvah Shem Rabbi Sai will continue with Birchas HaShachar.